If you are a female solo traveler, you need to be very wary and careful about using FlixBus. So I was taking a FlixBus from the Netherlands to France in order to catch a flight from Orly, France airport to Newark. Not that it really matters. But anyways, so on the FlixBus website, it said I was allowed to have two bags. And I had a large purse and I also had a small carry-on. And it basically stated that if you have like extra bags and there's no extra room on the bus, then you may get charged, or like you basically can't bring your bag. I forgot what the exact policy was, but my bags were fitting on the bus. And so I had to take a connecting bus. One bus was from the Netherlands to Belgium. The other one was from Belgium to France. And on my first bus, the bus ride was fine. On the second bus ride, as I was getting onto the bus, the guy was telling me, he was like, hey, we cannot bring your bag on the bus unless you pay for it. And I was like, with my first bus ride, no one said anything to me, like it was fine. And he was like, yeah, well, he didn't do his job and this is the policy. And he was like, you have to give me 10 euros. And I was like, okay, well, I only have a card, I don't have cash, so what can we do? And he basically was just like, I don't know, like you have to give me the cash or else we can't take your bag on the bus. And so he left my bag outside and everyone was on the bus and I was the only person outside of the bus, and obviously I needed to get on the bus. So I told him like, well, what can we do, because I only have a card, I don't have cash. And he basically was like, we can stop at a gas station for you to get cash to withdraw. And like, it's just 10 euros, so it's not really a big deal, but it's the what do you call it, the moral of the story, I forgot whatever it's called, whatever. So they bring my bag on the bus, and then when I get on the bus, he comes and he confiscates my passport. And I thought it was so weird. Like my intuition just told me that something was wrong, because I was like, that's like really extreme just for 10 euros for you to take my passport. And I thought it was so weird. And then I also thought about it and I was like, why would they request cash if there's a FlixBus app? So then on the bus, I felt really uncomfortable with the fact that the bus driver literally came up to me and took my passport, and told me that basically when we stop at a gas station, I'm going to have to withdraw cash. Mind you, it's like really dark outside, and the whole thing just seemed really sketchy, especially as a female solo traveler. And so I'm on the bus, and something told me to just look up on the FlixBus website their policy. And I was talking to the AI chat robot, whatever, and I told them what happened. I was like, the guy is charging me for an extra bag. He's demanding 10 euros in cash. I only have a card. He's telling me that I need to go to an ATM to take out cash, and in the meantime, he's going to hold on onto my passport until I do that. So basically, he was holding on to my passport until I gave him the money. And then the Flix AI robot was like, that's not allowed at all. This is against our policy. Under no conditions is the driver supposed to be taking cash from you, or are they supposed to be taking your passport from you. And then I realized also on the app, you can, if you have an extra bag, you can pay for an extra bag on the app, and it's only 5 euros. So instead of him telling me I can pay for the extra bag on the app, he basically wanted me to give him cash so he can keep it for himself, because otherwise they should be telling the passengers, if you have an extra bag, you have to pay for it on the app and it's only 5 euros. And he was asking me for 10 euros cash. So basically trying to double up on the profit and keeping it for himself, because there was more than enough room on that bus for my bags. I literally only had a handbag and I had a carry-on suitcase that was extremely small. Literally, like, there's more than enough room. So he's basically trying to extort me for 10 euros and took my passport. And so FlixBus was like, this is against our policy, like this is not allowed, whatever. And so I'm actually going to show you guys the screenshot of the AI robot telling me that. But I have this here because this was FlixBus response telling me that while we acknowledge the discomfort caused, the circumstances do not meet the criteria outlined in our refund policy. Imagine you're a female solo traveler literally on a bus and you get your passport taken away, and the driver is basically demanding, mind you, this is not even like a lot of money, it's 10 euros, so it's not a big deal, but it's like the I don't know why I'm forgetting the word. It's the meaning. It's like whatever. It's the moral behind it, right? Like the ethics, whatever. And he's like demanding 10 euros and threatening to leave your bag outside of the bus and threatening to leave you if you don't give him 10 euros cash, and telling you that he's at a rest stop. He's going to take you to the ATM to get the cash. It was extremely weird. So just to show you guys, it literally says the operator's drivers are not permitted to insist on cash payments or take your passport, and that basically this is a safety issue. And it told me that I can request a refund. This is another chat from their AI website, again saying the operators are not allowed to insist on cash payments for extra luggage, and they should never take your passport or personal documents. This is literally like my passport. Like, this is personal identification that the guy took for me. And it says that this behavior is not in line with FlixBus policies or professional standards, and that if I'm asked for cash or passport again, I'm not obligated to comply and to keep my documents safe. If you feel uncomfortable or safe, seek help from local authorities, whatever. So now the issue with this is that I was waiting for an hour for a human agent to speak with about getting my passport back, and no one ever answered. So I ended up having to make an international call on the bus to speak with a live agent in order for them to let me know what I should do, because the guy took my passport and I didn't know what to do. So when the agent finally answered, they told me he's not allowed to have your passport and you need to go ask for it back. So I did take a video of me going to ask the guy for my passport back just to have his proof. And I told him in the video, I was like, you have my passport and I'm on the phone with FlixBus and they said that you're not allowed to have my passport. So give me back my passport, please. And then all of a sudden now he couldn't speak English. He could only speak French. And he was speaking French to me, and I gave my passport back. It was just like, okay, whatever. So then I got my passport back. And so basically, I reported this whole situation to FlixBus, and this is what they had to say: that they're so sorry for the behavior, that it was not up to their standards, but they're unable to proceed with the refund. How are you unable to proceed with the refund when your AI robot literally told me that what your driver did was against your policy by confiscating my passport and demanding money from me? And literally, I called your actual customer service line. I told them what happened. They said that I do qualify for a refund. And I also called, I did the AI robot chat and told them what happened. They said that I qualify for a refund, but then you're telling me that I don't qualify for a refund, and then accept your heartfelt apologies after your driver tried to literally shake me down for 10 euros and took my fucking passport. I also recorded my phone conversation with the FlixBus customer service agent as proof that that she told me I would get a refund. So if you are a solo traveler, like whether you're a woman or a man, doesn't matter, just know that a bus driver, especially from FlixBus, is not allowed to take your passport and demand money from you if you have extra baggage, because you can literally pay for your bag on the app and it's 5 euros. It's not 10 euros cash, and they're not allowed to confiscate your passport. But yeah, this was FlixBus's stupid ass fucking response telling me they don't qualify for a refund when their bus driver literally was completely unprofessional. So yeah, I would not travel with FlixBus ever again. I don't recommend that any of you do either, no matter how cheap it is. I also forgot to mention that when I did try to go on the app to pay for the extra baggage, the app was not working. I tried the app, I tried the website, I tried Google Chrome and Safari, and whenever I tried to pay for a bag, and I tried using my card and also my dad's card, because my card wasn't working and neither was my dad's card, it literally kept saying that there was an error. So I'm trying to pay for the bag in the correct way by using the app and the website, and both of them were not working. And I sent FlixBus screenshots of the error popping up multiple times after using my card, my dad's card, Google Chrome, Safari, and it wasn't working. It took me an hour to hear of me waiting on AI chat robot. On the phone, I had to make multiple phone calls because it kept disconnecting, and the whole experience was just literally fucking horrible and so unprofessional.